Hello everybody and welcome to my next video on conditional probability and independent events. So we learn a few more types of problems on conditional probability, and also there's a special type of problem where we learn the application of geometric series in probability. Question 1. The probability of hitting a target at the first, second and third shots are 3 by 5, 2 by 5 and 3 by 4 respectively. Calculate the probability that the target gets hit. So probability that the target is hit is equal to probability that the target is hit in at least one of the three shots. Now probability of at least one is 1 minus probability of none. That is 1 minus probability that the target is not hit in the first, second and third shot. That is 1 minus 2 by 5 into 3 by 5 into 1 by 4. How do we get that? It is 1 minus 3 by 5, 1 minus 2 by 5 into 1 minus 3 by 4. So it is 1 minus 3 by 50, which is 47 by 50. Question 2. A machine operates if all its three components function. The probability that the first component fails during the first year is 0.14. The probability that the second component fails is 0.10. And the probability that the third component fails is 0.05. What is the probability that the machine will fail during the year? Now, probability that the first component fails is 0.14. So this is probability of F1. Probability of F2 is probability that the second component fails is 0.10. And probability of F3 is probability that the third component fails is 0.05. The probability that the machine fails is probability that at least one of the first, second, third component fails. If even one fails, the machine fails. That is 1 minus probability that all the three components do not fail. That is 1 minus probability of F1 complement into probability of F2 complement into probability of F3 complement, because all three are independent. That's why we multiply. So it is 1 minus complement of probability of F1 is 0.86 into 0.9 into 0.95. How do we get that? 1 minus probability of F2 is 0.9. Probability of F3 complement is 0.95. So you get the final answer as 0.2647. Question 3. A bag contains 5 red balls and 4 blue balls. If 3 balls are drawn one by one without replacement, find the probability that all 3 are blue, there are 2 red and 1 blue, and the second ball is red. So we have 5 red and 4 balls. Probability that all 3 are blue. How many blue balls are there? 4. So it is 4C3 by 9C3, which is 1 by 21. Probability that 2 are red and 1 is blue. How many red are there? There are 4 red, 5 red. So it is 5C2 into 4C1 by 9C3, which is 10 by 21. Now probability that the second disc is red, we can have probability of red, 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 or that is a plus red, red, blue, or blue, red, red, or blue, red, blue. In all these cases, the second ball is red. So we have red, red, red will be, the first red can be selected in 5 by 9 ways. The next red can be selected in 4 by 8 ways. Why is that? Because it is without replacement. The third red can be selected in 3 by 7 ways. Plus, the first red can be selected in 5 by 9 ways, second red in 4 by 8 ways, and the first blue in 4 by 7 ways. The first blue can be selected in 4 by 9 ways, the second red in 5 by 8 ways, the third red in 4 by 7 ways. The first blue in 4 by 9 ways, second red in 5 by 8 ways, and the next blue in 3 by 7 ways. So simplifying, you get the answer as 5 by 9. Question 4. Now this is a special type. A and B toss a coin alternately until one of them gets ahead and wins the game. If A starts first, what is the probability that B wins the game? So let P be the probability of getting ahead and Q be the probability of getting a tail. So P is half and Q is half. Now probability that B wins, A starts the game. So B can win in the second throw or the fourth throw or the sixth throw and so on. So the first throw, if B wins, it has to be QP. B does not win in the first throw, B wins in the second throw. Plus B does not win in the first, second, third, but B wins in the fourth throw. Plus B does not win in the first to fifth throws, plus B wins, and B wins in the sixth throw. So in this case, Q and P are the same. So you get 1 by 2 squared plus 1 by 2 raised to 4 plus 1 by 2 raised to 6 and so on. So we can take out 1 by 2 squared and I get 1 plus 1 by 2 squared plus 1 by 2 raised to 4. And what is this? This is the sum of an infinite geometric series with first term 1 and common ratio 1 by 2 squared. So the sum is 1 by 1 minus r. So you get 1 by 4 into 1 minus 1 by 4, which is 1 by 3. So probability that B wins is 1 by 3. Question 5. Now this has been an ISC question. A and B throw a pair of die alternately. ISC question in board 12. A and B throw a pair of die alternately. In order to win, they have to get a sum of 8. Find their respective probabilities of winning if A starts the game. So let P be the probability of getting a sum of 8. So what are the possibilities? We have 2, 6, 3, 5, 4, 4, 5, 3 and 6, 2. So P is 5 by 36 and Q will be 1 minus 5 by 36, which is 31 by 36. So probability that A wins will be A can win in the first throw or in the third throw or in the fifth throw and so on. So it is 5 by 36. A does not win in the first two throws. So it is 31 by 36 into 31 by 36 into 5 by 36 plus 31 by 36 multiplied 4 times into 5 by 36 and so on. So this is, you can take out 5 by 36, so I get 1 plus 31 by 36 squared plus 1 by 31 by 36 raised to 4 and so on. So this is an infinite geometric series. So it is 1 by 1 minus 31 by 36 squared, 1 by 1 minus r. That is 5 by 36 into 36 by 335. So simplifying, you get it as 36 by 67. So probability that B wins will be 1 minus probability that A wins. That is 1 minus 36 by 67, which is 31 by 67. So practice all these problems along with me. Try out the assignment in the next video and feel free to contact me for any further help. Do send me your feedback. Thank you.